How's it going, Sameer?
How's it going?
I'm good, bro. So
Excited to be here.
yeah, same dude.
First time doing a podcast.
Yeah, that's great,
Yeah.
man. So tell me about your recent adventures. Every time I check your Instagram story, you're in a different
Yeah.
city, country.
Yeah, I have to, because I'm only here for 4 months in my exchange. So I had my first trip to Detroit, and actually it was quite interesting because people told me don't go to Detroit because they always said, yeah, it's too dangerous. I was asking some friends if they want to go to Detroit, and they said like I don't want to go. And but I found some people that wanted to go because the auto show in
Yeah,
Detroit.
it's huge.
Yeah, I went there.
When was that? It was over March, right?
That was actually around February or
Okay.
January already. Yeah. So I went around that time, and yeah, it was crazy.
Are you into cars?
I'm not that much into cars, but even if you're not, like, if you see this, then yeah, you're pretty impressed. Like I think I saw all the cars that I wanted to see, like La Ferrari
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah,
That's
and
sick,
it was
dude.
really interesting because even after that, like, we saw a whole downtown. We didn't go to the east because people told us don't go to east if you're in Detroit because apparently it's quite dangerous there.
Is that near the water?
Sorry?
Is that like near the water-ish or?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
But we were actually close to the water. Like, the car show was actually directly in front of Canada. Yeah. But yeah, afterwards Mom Spaghetti's?
I think so.
That's from Eminem, basically.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
thought
a
of.
store, yeah. It wasn't that crazy, but it was
Oh, there's a
still-
store named Monster.
It's like a restaurant.
Okay,
It's
so
kind
that's
of
like, did Eminem make their song based on that or something, or?
I just know that, like, in his song called Use Yourself, he mentions Mom Spaghetti's.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, I think, the whole theme of it.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not really like a restaurant. It's more like a tourist spot.
Yeah, no, Detroit's cool. I've only been there once.
Only been once?
Yeah,
I think
because
you don't need to go longer than a day, right?
yeah, because I wasn't there for like sightseeing because I
Yeah.
ordered some shoes.
Oh,
They were
okay.
the wrong size. They didn't like fit. Like I had to order a different size. So
Yeah.
they told me I can only return it in person, and the nearest Nike store was in Detroit. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm already gonna drive all the way to Detroit just to like return my
Yeah.
shoes. But it took a
I
couple
mean,
hours. But
yeah. I mean, I think if I would have had more time, I would have gone one more time because actually we also went to this rooftop bar, and we met this bartender who was like a real Detroit guy. He gave us like the most hidden gems we could see.
oh, like what?
And just in terms of like steak, bars, clubs, like everything. I don't know if I would go to a club in Detroit because I don't know where I would land up, but yeah. Also, it was funny because like for me, actually, my number one destination is Los Angeles because
Have you been yet?
Hollywood. No, but I'm going this May.
Yeah, because you're a big film guy.
Yeah, I'm a big film guy, exactly.
Yeah.
But then the guy told us that apparently LA is more dangerous than Detroit.
That's like the U.S. Like a lot of these cities are dangerous.
Yeah, I
Detroit's
heard
I think
from-
known for it though, but I think
Detroit's
LA's
known for it, yeah.
LA's more touristy, so there's a lot of more safer
Yeah?
areas.
But LA is quite big, right?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because Detroit, I mean, downtown was pretty okay. I haven't seen anyone, but I guess, yeah, if you go to the other areas, then you see something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think that was it for Detroit. Like, oh no, and we saw the Pistons game.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
it was
cool.
first NBA game.
Yeah.
And I was very surprised by the whole American culture around sport because, I mean, it's a crazy sports culture, That's, I have to say this, like,
It's
even
so
in terms
unique.
of college,
Yeah.
like, everyone watches basketball, hockey. Like, if you don't watch it, I feel like you're gonna be a outsider here, Yeah, but we watched the game, and I was just surprised by all the advertisements, like, after almost each minute, I think it was like 50% sport, 50%
Dude, yeah. Especially with
advertising,
football. Football is a whole different level.
American football, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it actually, but
Okay. Have you gone to the
Oh.
games? Oh, you came in the winter, so you.
yeah, but I watched the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Okay. That's
yeah,
cool.
but I heard it wasn't that good. People
Yeah.
said it was kind of.
I'm not a big football guy. So
No, you're not?
I didn't watch the Super
Do you watch any sports?
Low-key, no. I used to watch a lot of basketball in middle school. So at the
Basketball?
time, I used to
Yeah.
follow and knew everything. But then high school, I started stop following.
Yeah.
And like I don't even know, like everything's changed now, all the players and everything.
Ah,
so
okay.
I did like basketball a lot. I think it's a fun, exciting sport.
Yeah.
I don't like watch sports typically now, but like a sport I would enjoy watching is like wrestling because I did it.
Wrestling.
So
yeah.
I enjoy
soccer.
watching that a lot. But
Yeah,
yeah.
but you gotta understand the rules, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I watched wrestling also first time here. It was really interesting. But
Do you watch like NCAA wrestling, or did you watch like
I think it
collegiate?
was like college wrestling. I don't know the exact.
Because there's also like
word for it.
professional wrestling, which is like completely different. It's like more like acting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like WWC?
Yeah.
I didn't watch
That's
that.
different.
But as a kid, I always thought it's true. You know, it's like I thought it was real.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy actually WWC that it's still like a thing, right?
Yeah.
Because even people like Logan Paul are like really involved in this.
I don't know anything about it.
But are people actually fans of this?
I think so. It's like different kind of crowd though.
But it's like
not really
entertainment,
like a sport.
right?
Yeah, it's more entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think college wrestling is such a beautiful sport. Like once you really get to understand it, like I miss it a lot.
Yeah. Also, if you do it, I think you're gonna have a lot of advantages in terms of self-defense, and it's like one of the most hardest sports. You know, my brother actually did it for 2 months, and he also told me, because you know he's a crazy boxer. I think he boxed for 10 years or something.
Wow. Didn't you box for 10 years too?
Yeah, I know, but like he did it more intensely than me, because he had more fights than me. I think he had almost 20 fights.
Wow.
And he even trained with the national champion from Germany, you know. Yeah, like the Olympic guys basically. Yeah.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah, and he did wrestling for 2 months.
Just for 2 months?
Yeah, because then he had an accident there, because he had his neck kind of. Yeah, and it's crazy how fast this can go in wrestling, actually.
Injuries?
Yeah, injuries, yeah.
Because I always thought like wrestling was a safer sport, you know?
You thought so?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think boxing is a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, I think like long term, I would agree. I guess short term wise, like even my dad had such a bad injury with wrestling. I think it can actually get bad really fast, because you can just make one wrong movement, you know, and yeah, he had something on his knee for 10 years. He still has it, you know.
Yeah. No, it's definitely dangerous. Because I always thought with wrestling, there's a lot more rules in terms of what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
Like if you go too far, like this way, or like punching the arm back, they usually like stop it right there before anything happens. But I guess slip ups happen and like.
Did you have sparring?
So it's called going live.
Okay.
But it's pretty much the same idea. You like wrestle against someone else.
Yeah.
So so I guess injuries can be more common there, but you just be a little careful.
Yeah, I mean, even in football, like I think people even say football is more dangerous.
Oh, much
like
more.
soccer.
Oh, okay.
But like football, I guess it's the same, because you have the brain trauma.
I would argue that sports like soccer are more dangerous than sports like wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, not
like
boxing.
They have a lot more injuries than in boxing.
No, for sure.
Like I think long term, if you do boxing, it's not good for your brain.
Yeah.
I was even talking to Juan about it, our national champion.
I gotta get him on the podcast before you guys.
Huh?
I gotta get him on before you graduate.
Yeah, I think he's down, because I mean he was even down to act, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll ask him.
Yeah. He said like he doesn't want to continue it for the long term because of the brain.
That's what I'm worried about.
Cells. Yeah.
Like I love health and fitness and I love learning new skills, but my main priority in life is like saving my brain. Like you know, that's like all the money you make and all the success you build is like.
Yeah, and I had a lot of sparring sessions even in the Netherlands, and they go really hard there. So I think I should have gone a bit slower there, but that's at least what I try to do here. You know, like I'm not trying to prove anything here. Like I just want to train, have fun, you know. But like even last time when I was sparring this guy, he was a southpaw.
On Monday, right?
Yeah, you saw it?
I think I just saw you like going up. I didn't watch your fight. But.
Yeah, no, but I was sparring this southpaw, and he was actually really good. Like I already saw that because he was wearing all the equipment.
So you're gonna move the water bottle on the side just in case it blocks it.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
He was wearing all the equipment that you have if you do it for a longer time, you know. So I already saw that he's a bit more experienced.
Who was it?
But I don't know his name.
Eddie?
I think
Asian.
No, he's black.
Oh, Mustafa.
Oh, you know him?
I think so. There's like one black guy, right? Mustafa.
Yeah.
There's also the other one with like the shorter one who's like. Is it the shorter one who's like jacked, or like the really tall one?
I think he's more jacked.
So probably I don't know his name, but
but he's a southpaw.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't really like fighting southpaws because
it's so different.
Yeah, it's very different. But I mean, even he was going really hard, so I had to go hard too. You know.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Does he go like this a lot, like to the side?
Yeah, but like also in terms of the punches, you know, like I think once you start throwing harder punches, you just continue, you know, it's like, yeah. But I told myself after that, like I didn't have sparring for 4 months before, and I told myself like, I might do a break for a bit, you know, because it doesn't feel that good after you haven't done it in a while, you know. But yeah.
Interesting, bro. So is that injury stuff scare you? Because you've been doing this for 10 years now, and I don't know, on and off.
Yeah, but I haven't. Yeah, on and off. That's the thing. Like I haven't been doing it consistently. I think my brother actually has done it consistently for a longer time, and he's perfectly fine. You know.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen into his head, but like I would say if you do it professionally, you start to see more of the consequences. You know. Because you really go hard, like all the time, and you have sparring sessions almost every day, I guess. So yeah, that's a lot more intense.
So you think the injuries that happen from like direct impact are usually a lot rarer, and there's more through like repeated exposure?
Yeah, for sure. But I guess it also depends who you're sparring. Like if you're sparring someone who's way heavier than you, you know, then you're gonna feel this already after like some months, you know. Yeah.
Interesting,
like
bro.
If you do this with someone your weight and your experience, you're gonna be fine, like for a while, you know. But yeah, some people they can't really respect that in boxing. Like if you fight someone who's a bit more experienced, they like to make use of that, you know. Like that they're
feels good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But do you think you will have your first sparring?
I think probably tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I still have to get my headgear.
I don't have it either.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah, I forgot everything in Germany.
Juan told me I can grab his next time, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that will be fun. I mean, you know,
I'm definitely very nervous.
It's like a experience everyone should have at least once, you know.
Just sparring or?
Yeah, sparring, like in terms of fighting. Did you ever do this before?
No, never. No? I mean, besides wrestling and going live in wrestling matches, like never an actual.
It's very different.
It's very different. Yeah.
Yeah, you can, like, I feel like gives you, it creates a character, you know, for boxing. Yeah. Because you get humbled really fast, you know. A lot of people, they think they can do more than they know, but then they get into the ring and they get punched so badly that they get settled on the floor, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about, because I still feel a little bit awkward sometimes.
Yeah, when you're moving.
My movements. I've been working on it. I've been talking to like Coach Raja.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been helping a little bit, because I'm like, my coordination with my hands and my bodies like needs a lot of work in terms of like lining up. Because like I get how to move my hip, I get how to move my hand, but like it's always like out of sync.
So out of sync?
Yeah. So
I guess that's also practicing by yourself, you know, like just little things. Like it comes with the experience, but also if you, for example, watch fights a lot, you know, or like just like watch the professionals, how they do it, you know. I think you can just learn a lot from that.
Yeah, like Coach Raj has been telling me like slow down a little bit and like do the movement slower, and I think that's been helping a little bit. But I think I've like over the last like 3 months just put up with so much like bad form that I like trained my brain to like do it. So I'm trying to like step back, step forward. And just
I was actually very surprised by how good the coaches are.
Oh, it's amazing, bro.
Like in terms of they're almost like wise old men, you know.
Yeah.
Even especially the Asian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they always have these speeches after each training session for like half an hour almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still very motivating. Like if you can either listen to it or you can just like ignore it and wait until it's over. But I try to listen to it. I mean, yeah, it's very motivating.
I feel like coaches make or break a team completely.
Yeah.
You know? Like I was grateful that my coaches for high school wrestling were amazing. You know.
Yeah.
And they're just great men and people. You know, they taught me a lot. And I feel that about these coaches too. Like I'm just starting to get to know them, but they're all like unique in their character. You know, they're all very different. You know, you have like Coach Yuha is the Asian one, right?
I think so. I can't remember the names actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna get better at this, but Coach Yuha, like he's more like calm, collected. You know,
yeah, he is. Yeah.
You know, Coach Raja is like very motivational and like talks a lot, but like really has a lot to say, but a lot of good things to say. I think Coach Alejandro is like so like energetic, you know. And it's like such a nice balance.
He was the one who was actually also overwatching my sparring sessions. He had a lot of good things to say. Like he's very motivating. That's true.
Yeah, I think it's rare to get such good coaches, and especially that they're doing this like out of volunteering, or just out of
Yeah,
the love
true.
of the
They
game.
don't really get paid for it. Right?
I don't think they do.
Or maybe because of the fees you have to pay.
I don't know if the fees go to them, because like the fees also cover travel costs and all
Okay.
this, and we don't even get that much from the fees.
Yeah.
We're pretty underpaid.
Yeah.
We're under.
I think I
funded.
could have gone to the nationals,
Yeah.
but I don't really have the time. That's the thing, you know.
And you haven't really been sparring much either, so.
No, and
yeah.
I haven't been consistent with training sessions.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also a thing because you have training on Fridays, Sundays, and Mondays. It's like the worst timing ever, you know, especially if you're like on exchange
Yeah.
and sometimes you just want to travel, you know. Like with New York, for example, I think I went from Thursday to Monday, so.
Yeah, you should, bro.
Huh?
You should.
Yeah. So I think
If
I
I was in
skipped.
Germany for like, I'd be going all over Europe.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I think I didn't travel enough actually. Like the first 2 months, it was so cold out here. I could have gone to warmer places.
Could have gone to like Cali.
Exactly.
So,
Like I
yeah.
didn't have anything to do at that time, you know. I guess it was more like a thing of integrating into Ann Arbor, but because I didn't have a lot of friends in the beginning, but also I guess I told myself that at first I would try to like integrate more here, and then like over time, like March, April, then go to travel, you know. But now I see with the exams and everything,
Too busy.
it's like it all comes together, you know.
Yeah.
So I need to balance it.
Has school been hard for you these last few months, or?
No, not
'Cause what's your
really.
major?
Marketing.
Marketing. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is your whole thing, like film, marketing, all this stuff.
Exactly. Like
Okay.
I wanna.
It's not just a hobby.
Huh?
It's not just a hobby.
No, it's not just a hobby. You know, like marketing is for me. It was the most interesting field in terms of business.
Mm.
Yeah. Like I tried finance. I tried other stuff, but I like to be a bit more creative, and yeah, it would be a dream to work in the film industry. Like with my business degree, I want to work in marketing at first, like in the film industry, and yeah, then go more into directing.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's more just like making content for other businesses in terms of commercial, and just, like,
Exactly.
promotional content.
Yeah.
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 That's cool, because that's actually something we're about to be doing soon for our startup.
Yeah.
Like, we're
you're
about to be putting
doing?
some promotional content together of like
Yeah.
diabetic awareness is kind of like something we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Um,
marketing is important. You know.
Yeah, I can use some of your tips though. I'll put some stuff together, and
Yeah,
I'd love
yeah.
your advice and help.
Yeah, I've been a bit lazy the last months in terms of my agency. You know,
You're still
like
working
in
on the
Germany.
agency?
Like we still have it, yeah, but
Okay.
like it's in Germany, you know, so
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
So do you have
here.
active clients right now, or?
Like my brother had some, yeah. Like
Okay.
he still continues it, but he's studying law right now, so he had a lot of time to study, you know.
All right,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. Well, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Like, is this your first time in the States?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so like, how's your experience been? I mean, you've been in the U.S. for 4 months now. It must be so different than Europe.
Yeah, it is actually because even the whole metric system is different
Yeah.
here. You know, it's so crazy. Like that's the thing which just feels the most strange to me, is how they just changed the whole system here. Like in terms of like the metric system, gallons, pounds,
Miles.
yeah, miles, exactly.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like that's one thing I would have to get used to here.
You still
But-
feel like you're getting used to it? Like it's still taking time?
like I don't really know how to convert it into a German metric system, you know. But like you just know you're not in your home country, like you know you're somewhere else here, you know. Even though it's still like a more Western world, you know. Like it's not like you're in Asia right now, but it still feels different also in terms of how everything looks. Like the whole infrastructure, the houses look so different. Like it's all made out of. It looks like it's made out of plastic sometimes. Like the houses can just crash.
Interesting.
Yeah, and even the whole streets, like you have a lot of Japanese cars here. So
Really?
yeah, like
Honda?
yeah, like Toyota, Honda.
Yeah, we do.
Not so much in Germany. Like in Germany, it's a lot of German cars. You know,
Mm.
like that's one thing you
Wh-
also
Which like
see.
Mercedes?
Sorry?
Like which kind of
Like Mercedes, BMW, Audi,
Yeah.
Porsche.
The rich cars.
Yeah.
Are they like commonly used? Are they like cheaper there, or
Well,
like commonly driven, or they're
they
still more
are-
luxury?
they're commonly driven, but still by more wealthy people. Like it's not a luxury car. Like there are models which are luxury, but yeah, like a lot of people drive them. But yeah, we also have a lot of other cars, especially, Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's actually a big company who has like Audi, Porsche.
I love European cars.
Yeah, they're
especially
great.
German cars. Like
Yeah.
I think
What
both.
is-
Sorry.
What is American brands actually?
Like
Corvettes?
Ford, Chevrolet.
Yeah,
Well,
Corvettes.
they're lower quality than like European cars in my
Really?
opinion. Like my parents love German European cars. I think they both own European cars, and I have a big Japanese car. I think Honda's Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tesla. It's
Yeah.
American.
Tesla's Japanese.
No, it's
Tesla's
American.
American.
Right?
Yeah. Elon Musk. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy because like Corvette was actually one of my dream cars as a kid, just because how it looks. But someone told me it's like a more B tier level luxury car. It's like not that crazy compared
Which one?
to, for example, Porsche.
Which car?
Corvette.
Corvette. Okay.
Corvette.
Yeah, it's a good car, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always see like someone with the Corvettes in front of the campus. I think that's like a student.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what is he doing in university?
Yeah, I know. That's funny. I definitely want to go to those auto shows in Detroit though. Like while I'm here for 4 years.
Auto show, yeah. I
Must
mean,
be
they
so
had
amazing.
everything. I think they even had Bugattis.
Wow.
Yeah, they had everything.
Yeah.
But isn't it only once a year?
I think so. I might go next
Okay.
year.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to make it.
Huh?
I'm glad you're able to go.
Yeah. Like I don't think. Like I might go again. I have to see, but there's so much to explore in the US.
Mhm.
Like now I've been to Detroit. I've only been half a day in Chicago, so for me that wasn't enough. But I would say I need to go again actually. But yeah, the highlight for me was definitely New York. Yeah.
I mean, New York is like the best thing in the world almost, right? Isn't
Yeah, it is. It is. For me, that was a 10 out of 10.
That's great, dude. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
happy.
Yeah. We had the whole itinerary planned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool, dude. Are you into nature and stuff, like outdoorsy stuff, or no?
If I'm a more nature guy?
Do you like nature, or
Yeah, I
'cause
like
do you
nature.
have to like if you come back, bro? You have to go to national parks like Yosemite,
Yeah.
Yellowstone.
Yeah.
This is a different level as I am.
Yeah. I told myself I need like a separate trip for this. Just like
Yeah.
way too many parks here that I
Yeah,
want
the
to
US
see.
is like huge, man.
Yeah, like also so much in the West, right?
Oh yeah.
Like Grand
I
Canyon.
barely touched the West personally.
You haven't?
I've been there, but like
Where have you been?
I've been to Grand Canyon. I've been to
Okay.
California, Arizona, Utah, but
Yeah.
like
Do you like it?
I do like it a lot, but I was much younger, so
Okay.
memories kind of faded. I think in recent years, as I've gotten older, like as I've
Yeah.
been able to drive, I've traveled around the East Coast a lot.
Yeah?
It's easier to get around, but I do want to make a trip out west on my own. So
Do you have some recommendations for the East Coast?
I love New England.
New England?
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
like
okay.
Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. In the winter, it's like beautiful for skiing.
Yeah.
In the summertime, it's just such nice. I mean, the thing is like. Objectively for nature, the West is probably better. The national parks are better. But as someone who lives in Jersey, it's so easy to get out there.
Yeah.
That up north, like New England area, I find it really beautiful and peaceful.
Yeah.
If you go down to, I think Shenandoah and the Great Smoky Mountains are both incredible. So those two
Yeah.
national parks are beautiful. Like the Great Smokies in Tennessee, and and then Shenandoah is in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
The shores are always beautiful. Jersey Shore is great. Not North Carolina, South Carolina. Florida, I've not been to in a while, but it's what
Yeah.
you'd expect. Miami's great.
Yeah. Miami is great.
Yeah.
When was the last time?
I've not been in a while.
Oh, okay.
I was younger, but.
I want to go to Miami, but I don't think I have the time yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not anymore, right?
Yeah, like now it's going so fast.
Yeah.
But I might come back this year to
Dude,
the
come
US.
back. If you ever come back, let me know, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you come to
Yeah.
the East Coast for a little bit?
Yeah. I think the East Coast there's still a lot to explore.
But I started in the West. I
Yeah.
started in the national parks.
I don't think I'll
yeah.
come back to Ann Arbor though.
Nah.
Like the weather, that's
Yeah.
the only thing.
In the summer it's nice, but there's not much. If you're not a student here, there's not much to do.
Yeah, I mean, I mainly came for the university. I would say that, but yeah.
But how's your experience been at school here, though? Like, how's it living in Ann
Yeah,
Arbor?
the professors here are crazy. I have to say this.
In a good way?
Like, yeah,
Okay.
like in a good way. Like they're so much better than my university, but yeah, like the way how they they structure their class, and how they present themselves, how they articulate themselves. It's so interesting, Like you just know they're like an expert in their topic. Because I have some classes. I mean, there's also professors who are not like this. They're more like they're very smart, but they're not the best presenters. But then you have classes like business presentations where you already know the professor's
Has
gonna
to be.
be good, and then. But for example, social media marketing, Marcus Collins, you know, he's such a crazy professor. Like he's
Who's
so.
that? Who's that?
Yeah, I mean it's a professor for social media marketing, but
At
he
the
had
school? Okay.
yeah, but he had so many great clients, like Beyonce.
Oh wow.
He worked with Netflix, I think. Like he worked with a lot of companies, you know, and he has his own book. He's like a best-selling author, and I think that retired him in some way. But like the way like every session is almost watching like a YouTube video, you know, like he makes it so interactive
Wow.
and so interesting.
It's really such a difficult skill.
Yeah, it is. Like it's so scripted out, but it doesn't feel like it, you know. Like I think it's just because he practiced it probably so many times.
I think culture it's a big part of America too, like presentation and like
Yeah,
the
it
face
is.
itself. Like it's very highly prioritized here.
That's one thing I like about the US. It's how competitive some people are.
Yeah, I love it.
Like I love the energy, you know.
Yeah.
Not only in uni but also in sports, in terms of career.
It's like everyone wants to win.
Exactly, yeah. Everyone wants to win. Like even you, right? Like computer science, you told me you're.
I think it's great. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you're healthy about it, and like I think
Yeah.
it's great to have competition and people push you. You know.
Yeah. Like in Germany, you have more of a work-life balance. You know, you don't really have this here like that much. I think. Like I think people here are more set out to work for longer hours. I also heard, just like the working hours are a bit longer here. I think.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to Europe and it just feels so different. Just you can just feel the vibe in the air. It's like it's just slow. You know?
Yeah.
And I kind of like that too. It's like nice to get away sometimes, but
For vacation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
I do have to say though, I mean, Germany is still, they're pretty hardworking people, you know, like
Definitely.
they're very smart, they have a very good education system, and a lot of people want to work in Germany, I think. Like when I asked friends from other countries in Europe, you know, like I think in the US, people are very happy to stay here,
Yeah.
like I guess. But for example, I have some friends from Czech Republic. And they told me that, they would rather want to work in Germany than in their country, just because of the salary, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is Germany just mainly automotive in terms of their industry? What are the biggest industries in Germany?
Well, yeah, like automotive is one of the main ones. But I also, when I think of, for example, of cities like Frankfurt, where you have a lot of good financial companies, you know. Like if you want to work in finance, for example, you have a lot of good opportunities there. Like I think in general you have a lot of good industries in Germany, but yeah, like the automotive is one of the main ones, and like Frankfurt, it's where basically you have like companies like Goldman Sachs, for example, or J.P. Morgan. I think it's kind of seen like as the New York of Germany, you know.
Yeah, Frankfurt.
Yeah, but the main capital is Berlin. It's like the political city. It's like DC, Washington for Germany, you know? Yeah.
Interesting. I think I've been to 2 cities in Germany, but I didn't leave the airport. I think
Yeah.
it was.
Oh, you didn't leave it?
No, because we were there for like connecting flights, unfortunately. So
Okay.
I think I was in Frankfurt. I was in Berlin as well.
Frankfurt, yeah.
Is there another major city? I don't know if
Munich? It's in the south. Actually, I
It's
know
probably
one guy
Berlin.
who came to USA from Munich. Yeah. Munich is one of the... Like, I think it's my favorite city from Germany.
Yeah? Why is that?
Because it perfectly combines like the city and nature, you know, like the mountains, and also it has this perfect German culture integrated, and the city is really nice, but it's also very expensive to live there, you know. But yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah. Do you think about going?
Germany? Definitely. I mean, I've been to a couple European countries, but I feel like I haven't fully felt like I've explored it. You know, like I feel like it's one of those places you want to go to for like a long period of time for a summer and just kind of like, you know, my dream would just be like getting a rental car and just driving around for a few months and just kind of doing whatever. You know? That would be fun for me. Just
What was like? But you've been to Europe, right?
Yeah.
Like which countries?
I've been to France, UK, Norway, Iceland.
Oh, nice.
I believe that's it. Sweden. And then smaller countries like Monaco and things like that.
I think you would like
Italy
Munich.
as well. Yeah.
I would recommend Munich, I guess. That'll be like one of the best.
I'm a big
cities.
nature guy, so.
Yeah, you're a big nature guy?
I love nature, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place in Europe?
Europe?
Yeah. Because you've been
That's a
around
good
quite
question.
a bit, right?
Like, I think the favorite countries of mine are Spain and Greece. But like when it comes to cities, I haven't really been to Barcelona or Madrid.
Oh, really?
But I want to go there, you know. But I think Spain is probably one of the best countries to visit for a vacation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a
I've
big
been to
fan
Spain,
of
yeah.
France.
Not a fan of France?
Or Belgium.
You don't like France, you said?
Sorry?
You don't like France?
Not that much, as
Why
other
not?
people.
Snobby?
It's like I don't know. Paris seemed kind of dirty to me.
Dirty, yeah.
Yeah. But I guess it's a vibe in some way, you
I
know.
like the French countryside.
Huh?
I like the French countryside.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it has this aesthetic, you know,
Yeah.
like France, like Paris especially, but it's not really the aesthetic that that I aspire, you know.
Interesting.
Like I think more bigger, you know, like New York, for example.
Yeah.
Or even when it comes to nature, like there's so many big nature places, like with beaches, especially in Greece. So that's more my thing, like, yeah.
No, that's cool.
I'm so excited to go to California, especially Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's a must see for me.
Yeah.
But I heard it's like so big that you really need a car in Los Angeles.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, public transport's gotten pretty good in most cities, but
Yeah.
whenever I travel, I need a car. You know, like
Yeah.
there's so much freedom you get. You can just go anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
You know, having a car saves so much time. And it's
But
more fun.
but yeah, I'm thinking about booking like a studio tour, a film studio tour. You know, like Warner Brothers or Universal Studios.
That's beautiful, bro.
Because yeah, I gotta like take that off my checklist. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing. So, when did you get into film? Was like since you were a kid, or when did you start to go?
Yeah, I think I would say naturally I'm more introverted, I guess. So I think I always liked watching TV, and I think that sort of got me into that because I remember even as a kid I loved watching Power Rangers and stuff like that, you know, and I just loved watching TV, you know, and especially me, like I think I grew up with watching a lot of superhero movies, but this got me into movies, you know, like just like watching movies like more Marvel in the Marvel universe or DC. But yeah, then I just started watching other movies as well, and I think this is how I developed this love for films. And even as a kid I started just making films, you know, even like funny films, like it was just very experimental, you know. I think we did like, you know, remember the bottle flip?
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. Like we just did stuff like this, you know,
those
just
YouTube
like
videos.
Challenges.
Yeah.
But
did you make like YouTube videos? Do you have a channel and things with that? Or?
No, but we had a class chats, you know, and we were like
extended there.
We were like 30 people or something.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think I was one of the only people who made these videos and just sent them in the group.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know what I thought at this moment, but I just sent it there, you know?
Yeah.
But no, but it's crazy, like, not even this, like, I was actually making films at the time, just because it was fun for me, you know? I think I was just creating all these storylines. I wish I would have pictures, but I think I even put effort into putting like makeup on, you know,
wow.
Like exactly like the Joker.
You're really into this. Yeah.
Like I was.
How old
really,
were you?
Huh?
How old were you?
I was like 7 or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This
like,
is really one of those origin stories.
Exactly, and I didn't even know that I loved making films because I think I loved being more of an actor at the time, you know, just like.
So would you act in your own films?
Yeah, exactly.
How would you like do that? Because filming would be so hard then, right?
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I think we just set up the camera and we just went with it, you know, like I don't know actually how I directed this at the time.
It's tough, bro.
I mean, I was a kid, you know, but
yeah.
I did this with my friends or my cousin, for example. I wish I could see these videos again because we had so
I'm sure
many.
you could find them, no? Did you save them anywhere?
I had like a Samsung phone, you know,
Yeah.
But it's actually crazy how many videos I just did and how we just came up with this
ideas.
Like these ideas, like, you know, Lipton iced tea?
No.
It's so random, but...
Is that a song?
No, it's a brand, you know.
Okay.
It's so random, but
iced tea? What is that?
Yeah. It's a... Like, I think it's more common in Germany,
How do you spell that?
But it was...
How do you spell it?
Lipton.
Yeah, Lipton.
Yeah.
Then what?
Iced tea, exactly.
Oh, iced tea.
Iced tea, yeah. Because I remember. Exactly.
Oh yeah, I've seen this before.
Yeah, because I remember. I think I saw like an advertisement of one of my favorite actors drinking this, you know.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to recreate this, and I did like a whole advertisement around Lipton iced tea. I think I should apply for Lipton iced tea right now and just send them like my old advertisement, you know. But yeah, like we used to do so much crazy stuff, and I didn't even show this to anyone, you know. Like sometimes like friends, but I think it was just a fun thing to do, you know. And then I remember, it's so crazy that when I think back to this, because it feels like now it was my goal to do this in life, you know. Like I think I even bought a whole camera like this, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and I
Do you remember which one you
tripod.
bought?
Huh?
Do you remember which one you bought?
It was like more like a camcorder, like a Sony one, but it was like HD, you know. It wasn't 4K. And I think it was a tripod I also bought even. And I don't even think I filmed that much with it, but I remember I had like this WhatsApp group I created with all my random friends, like friend group B, A, you know,
combine
like,
all the
they didn't even know themselves, you know.
Yeah.
And I just said, guys, like, let's make a movie. And I think I actually wrote like a story, like a script.
How long was this?
Like, I think it was probably like 10 minutes, like a short film.
Did you write it like in a format, like typical screenwriting format, or?
No, not at all. I didn't even know these things at the time. Like, I didn't even know what a short film was, like this term. I think I just did this unconsciously, you know? Like, creating a short film. Like, we used to go to the, how you call this, like the train roads? Like the
railroads?
Yeah, railroads, exactly.
And actually filmed in public?
Yeah, we just filmed on there, you know? we did so much crazy stuff, and I don't even think I didn't even know how to edit at the time, you know? So we just filmed it, and I think the project just stopped at one time. But, yeah, like, I have to say, like, over time, my dream was more to become an actor. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I had, like, this actor I really liked, Hugh Jackman. Do you know?
No.
Yeah, like, I think I watched him from, like, X-Men, Wolverine, all these movies. And I want to be like him a bit, you know? And I think what I did in my room was I just recorded myself acting, you know? But I never wanted to show this to anyone. Like, I just did it for myself, you know? And I think I thought that I was good at the time, but I don't think I really was, you know?
It's tough, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Especially when you're in Germany, like, Hollywood is so far from you. Like, like, the German film industry is not that big, you know? But yeah, I think I remember, like, that I told my parents about it, and they just went with it. They were like, okay, but I don't really think they thought that I would be serious about it, you know? But I think that my dad actually set up like a audition for me for something that I'm glad I didn't take it, because it was like you know, in Germany we have this thing called cheap TV.
Oh no,
like,
I don't.
It's not called cheap TV.
Oh, cheap?
Cheap, yeah,
okay.
Cheap. Like, it's just like things people watch when they're bored, you know. But yeah, it's basically something like this where I would have taken a role in. But I'm glad that I didn't, you know, because I think this wouldn't be worth my value, you know. Like, I think, yeah, I remember I had the audition, and after that I was already hoping that I wouldn't get the role. But I think the moment where I started to lose hope a bit was when we had this career advisor in our school, and she advised me, because I said that I wanted to become an actor, and I think she advised me to first start off as like a clown in a hospital.
A clown?
A clown, exactly. And I think I was just like.
Did you ever watch Jesse? Do you know that TV show?
Jesse?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, never mind. This just reminded me of a scene from Jesse. It was so funny. But you keep going.
You mean Breaking Bad?
No, the movie was it's a serious TV show called.
Okay.
Jesse. But there's like a scene where like there's this girl who is like gets a role, in like a film in the film, right? It's in within like that's the
Yeah.
storyline, and but they tell her she's just a background walker. She's walking in the background.
Yeah.
She wears like a clown costume to get her attention. She's walking up the road. I'll cut you off. You go.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think I was like made for that.
Being a clown in a hospital.
No.
What was the story plot? Why were you a clown?
Like, why was I a clown?
Yeah, what was like the story?
No, I wasn't. Like, I didn't. Like, she advised me to be a clown because, in Germany, the film industry is not very accessible. So she was thinking of a way to get into this for me, and that was her idea of it. And I think I remember my mom was so disappointed in this whole appointment with her. Like, like they were so useless, basically.
Yeah.
It's kind of like telling small-minded people something, and then they give you this as advice, I mean, at this moment though, I have to say, like, I think I started to think in other ways because I started to realize a bit that it's not that easy in Germany. Like, I think I still had this dream, but I always knew that I had to come to the US for this, but over time, I think once my school got finished, I knew that I needed something real, like a real degree. So I think I just saw myself in business. So I just started applying for it directly. That's how I ended up in Maastricht. And it was really good. Like, I think you get to see so many parts. I think it's like you can't go wrong with this degree, like you just set out for life, basically. You can go any direction you want. And this is also something I, at the moment, saw myself in. But once I created my marketing agency with my brother and we were producing all these videos, that's when it came back, like realizing that I liked making videos so much, because like not even filming it, but also editing it, coming up with storylines, color grading it, all this stuff.
So do you feel like obviously you always wanted to be an actor, but do you still feel like you can find that same joy as you're describing in the film?
Yeah, I think for me, it was more like I was more just interested in making films, and I didn't really care at the time about whether I was gonna be in it or not, but I still wanted this recognition for making something, Like I always loved making something like creatively, but I think I saw my talent more in making stuff rather than being in it,
Because if you're in it, then everyone knows it's you,
Exactly.
So it hurts to be the guy in the back that no one really sees.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, even now, like, I think actors get very recognized for their movies, but a lot of people, they don't really think about the directors or like the writers, especially the writers. Like, they come up with the whole story,
Yeah, it's tough, bro.
Like, people say, oh, I want to watch this movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. I guess it's good because he's in it, But most of the times it's good because the writers did their job, But yeah, I mean, like once I started making these videos, I saw that I was really good at it, and I did it for some clients as well.
So this is like promotional content.
Exactly, yeah. But even then, like I think I didn't fully had the idea of wanting to become a director, I think this actually started. I have to thank this one French guy in my class who was actually an exchange student, because we had this project in our business school, and in business school there's like normally nothing related to video production, Like this was always like a side quest which had nothing to do with my studies. So basically, then there's this project that came along in a course called entrepreneurship, where we had to make a video, like a commercial basically for our product that we created, and then that's where I got in and made the video for my team, and I had one of the we made this video, I edited it, and it was so effortlessly, but I didn't really put a lot of effort into it, But then we showed it in class in front of our teacher and the whole class, and I think I just remember one guy saying like, that was like the best video I've ever seen in my life. Like there was.
What'd you make?
Huh?
What'd you make?
I don't know. Like I think we had this idea of we had to. I mean, the whole idea was actually not even making the video of the course, but coming up with this product, and we had this idea for a lunchbox which can heat up and cool your food.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like it can switch between the two, you know. Exactly, and we had to create a commercial for this product, and that's where I started directing these people, you know, like they didn't know anything about acting, but yeah, we just had like a storyline, creating all these little problems and bringing in the solution with the lunchbox, you know, and we were just thinking of some creative ways of doing it, but I guess what impressed them was like how it was made, also like how it was edited. I actually put, you know, Whiplash, the film?
Yeah.
I actually put some music in there as well, you know, and it literally looked like a film, you know.
Wow, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah, like, and that's kind of what motivated me and actually made me realize that.
Is it in Germany or US?
It was in the Netherlands, yeah, where I studied,
right.
Yeah. It made me realize that I'm actually really good at this, you know, like, and I don't even.
It's probably so fulfilling, right?
Huh?
It's probably so fulfilling.
It is, like, this for me was like one of the most fulfilling things, to make a video, edit it, get it out there, and, you know, people like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's when I started to think that I like this whole thing, like directing. And I think it took me a while to really be like, okay, like this is what I want to do, because I was already in my second year of studying, you know, and.
Are you a junior or senior now?
A junior.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, business. I'm really glad that I took this degree, because, like, I think a lot of people in film school, they have some trouble there. Like, I think it's a hard industry, you know, like the film industry. So I think I'm glad that I also went this way, you know, that I first have my degree and that I have something safe, which I also like in terms of marketing. But I also thought, like, if I already do this, then I can also just go into the film industry, you know, but in the business side at first.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically, then I started to think more about, okay, how do I become a director, you know? And actually what I saw, like, surprisingly, was that a lot of the best directors, they didn't even go to film school.
Oh, wow.
Like, if you think of the great directors, Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino, all these directors, they just started making films, you know.
It's raw talent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They started getting recognized for it, but like, film school is one of the most expensive things ever, you know. Like, I looked at the prices for, like, one of the best.
Do we have a film school here? No, right?
You do.
We do?
I don't think it's that expensive here.
It's probably not as impressive though as other.
Yeah, because it's not like that recognized as New York or California.
Right.
But yeah, it's crazy in California.
Dude, that's beautiful, dude. I mean, I can relate to that feeling a lot, of building something and seeing it come to life. It's probably the most fulfilling thing in the world.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, it's like a painting, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you make something on your own. Like, it's just it comes totally from you, you know. So this is just the thing that I love about it. Like, you can put all your ideas into this project, and there's so many things that I love about making films, like the whole, like, composition of the frame, like editing it, you know. There's all these little things. And I have to say though, like, once I saw, okay, I have to make a film, that's when the real challenge came for me, because then I actually had to make a film, you know.
Yeah.
And the first thing which you start doing is you start writing a script. So that's actually one thing where I think I spent like 2 months on it, like, for a short film, you know. But the bad thing about it is that if you study at the same time, you sometimes you need a free head for this, you know, like, being creative in that way. I actually read a book about it where someone said, like, a writer needs to make his living out of writing, which kind of means that you need time for this, you know. You need, because if you go home from work after, like, long hours, you're so exhausted, and then you get, like, on the table and you need to use all your brain power again. Like, this is a different type of thing, you know, like writing a script. But it's also a muscle. Like, if you do it more and more, like, you start to get better at it. But yeah, that was my first time doing it.
This the one you're working right now, or?
Sorry?
Which?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it was.
Wow.
And I have to say, I mean, I guess the people, if people go back to this podcast, like they can probably see my film. Like I would call it Reckoning.
Is it gonna be out this week?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. Is it gonna be like YouTube or something?
Yeah. It will.
Okay, because like I'll be posting this next Sunday.
Oh,
so
nice.
I can put this in the link in the description.
Yeah,
People
cool,
can check it out.
Yeah. Because I'll put subtitles. Like
Okay.
it's in German.
It's in German? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So are Juan and everyone like just like, there's no, are they speaking in German or?
They're speaking in German. Yeah,
You taught them or like what?
Sorry?
Did you teach them or they knew how to speak German?
Oh no, they're German speakers.
Oh wow. Juan
Actually,
and Oscar, both of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, it's
That's
kind
cool.
of funny because I was hoping that I could do it in English, but both of the actors, they don't really know how to talk English.
Oscar and Juan?
Oh, not them, not
Oh,
them.
okay, but other
Oh, no,
act-
I'm talking about different film.
Oh, okay.
Like, not yeah, like for the viewers, maybe a context that I made a film in Germany. You know?
Oh, okay.
Exactly, and I'm working on that right now. Like
So you're just editing it. to make it
exactly,
together.
exactly.
Okay.
I'm post production, but the film I'm working on here, I'm more like a camera guy. Like I'm doing the camera.
So you're just collaborating with other people.
Exactly,
Okay.
but Oscar, he is doing the post production for this right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but he asked me maybe I'll help him with it. Like he needs some help with color grading, I think. But yeah, I'm mostly focused on my film right now, you know. And I think like last year, I think I finished the script around July for my film, and then we started filming around August. Like I first had to get actors, you know, because I
That's
didn't
tough.
really,
It's such a hard part.
it is
Yeah.
because especially in Germany, like here, I feel like everyone just wants to do it because
Really? That's really good. Yeah.
because people like the film industry is so much more common here, you know.
Oh.
Like if we film something here, you know, people will still like look at you, like oh my god, they're making a film, you know. I guess it's probably different in Los Angeles if you do it there, like people are used to it.
They'll walk by you.
Exactly, but here, it's more the mindset of oh my god, it's so exciting, there's a film. But if you do this in Germany, people are really looking at you strangely because they don't know what are you doing, you know. Like
Yeah.
it's not really common in my city to do this, you know.
That's
But-
cool, bro.
Yeah.
I could use your advice because, you know, I told you about Remira, right? The startup I'm working on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're building a tool for type 1 diabetics to,
Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
you know, just personalized decision engine. So it's on their phone and tracks their
Yeah,
data
yeah.
and helps them like, get insights. And
Yeah.
we're trying to like do this like TikTok marketing campaign where we're
TikTok.
going to just make diabetes content in general
Mhm.
and just appeal to the masses and kind of
Yeah.
make it like type 1 diabetes awareness and just make funny videos and interview videos and just like have a bunch of TikToks of like people with diabetes speaking about it and just talking about the disease and helping people learn about it.
Yeah.
And our goal with that is that we'd reach a larger audience of people. But then since we are also building this product and we can promote the product through that, they can send it to their type 1 friends. So like
Yeah.
pretty much every other person I've known has known at least one type 1 person.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that by appealing to the masses, we can like reach a lot more type 1 diabetics. And I'm just trying to think because like I'm trying to figure out what kind of films would be the best here. Like I feel like some kind of comedy could be nice or some kind of like, you know, educational content could be nice. And we want to actually like bring some diabetics here and like film some like one-on-one interviews with them and put some like
Yeah.
nice clips together. But
Yeah.
you know, I've done some film stuff in the past, but you've obviously done a lot more than me. And
Yeah.
you have actually gone in the real world and posted this stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm curious if you had advice from like a first glance of like, what do you think are ideas of things we can make, or if you have any tips or things on your
Yeah.
mind?
So like your goal is, but what's your goal like with doing these videos? Like, do you want to create awareness or like
Our goal is to get more users on our product.
more users on the
So
product?
we're trying to do this so that we can you know, build an audience of people,
Yeah.
and then through that we can distribute our product.
Okay. Can you explain the product again?
Yeah. So it's an iPhone app,
Okay.
and if you have type 1 diabetes, you wear something on your skin like a patch,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the
I
patch
have
tracks all your glucose data.
one. Okay.
And what we do is we connect to that and we ingest your data and we display your data, but we also like analyze your data with AI. So, you know, we figure out like why is your blood glucose going high at certain times and low at certain times?
Yeah.
Like what are your lifestyle factors affecting that and how can we help you stay in range at the normal level?
Yeah.
So we give you suggestions like on how to adjust your routine, how to adjust your meal timing, how to adjust your like insulin dosing to help you stay in range and understand your data better. So that's kind of our product.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool
Yeah.
actually. But I guess so you want to like target the people who need that, right?
We've thought about that. We're like unclear right now on how easy it is to target type 1 diabetes through social media
Yeah.
because it's a very niche audience.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
that's
my-
also good in
yeah.
some way though, because if you have a niche audience, then you don't need to think about something niche. You already have it. You know,
Yeah.
like you can just make videos based off that. You know, like this topic. Yeah.
Because most of my Type 1 friends have mentioned that they don't get much Type 1 content on their feed, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know how good it is to target it, but we posted a few TikTok videos already, and it seems in the comments there are Type 1 people finding it. So it is interesting, but I guess our goal is to not target Type 1 people directly and just build a large audience of people. And then like of just Type 1 diabetes in general, of content about it. And then have people send it to their friends, because we've noticed that like about like 0.5% of people have it in the US.
Yeah.
So like pretty much every other person we meet knows at least one person with Type 1 diabetes.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to appeal to the masses and have them like share it with family, friends, relatives, and even reach them directly. But
I mean, actually, I haven't really thought about this like in a comedic way right now. But like, I mean, one thing which is always good if you start showing like the problems they face and bringing in the solution in some way, you know. But you can make this in a more humorous way, you know, like bring in the solution. Like when I think back to certain ads from like companies like Dr. Squatch or something, like they always come up with really funny but crazy ideas on how to bring in the solution in some like over exaggerated way, you know. But like, yeah, I would say like you need something which people can relate to, I guess, in some way. It's always, in terms of storytelling, it's always good to start with a hook, like something that hooks people. And yeah, basically just start off that, just like in terms of diabetes, I'm not like the biggest expert in this, but I guess if you show like a problem first and then bring in your solution in some kind of funny way, I guess like this would already be like a franchise in some way, you know?
yeah.
Because that's something we learn in social media marketing right now, how to create content. No, like the best content is content which is scalable and repeatable, you know? Like not expensive to make, and not really like you can use it more and more times, you know, but just like in different ways. For example, like this is a totally different idea, but like for example, there's this guy who gets like millions of views just by kind of like putting himself acting as like camera guy, and he always puts these funny videos of people fighting each other or just some random stuff, you know? Huh?
On the bottom, or
yeah, I think sometimes.
Okay.
And he always repeats that, but just with him being the camera guy, you know? And it just gets like millions of views, but it's like a franchise because it's like scalable, it's repeatable, you know? And I think if you do this, you can create a lot more content, you know? Or for example, if you think about Khabib, or what's his name? Khabib, the guy who does this.
The fighter, right?
No, like you know, the guy on TikTok who got so famous just by doing this, like.
Oh really? I don't know that.
Like, you know, there's always a video.
What's it called? Do you know his name?
Yeah, I think Khabib. Like he's one of the most.
Khabib.
Like without the maybe no, like without the H, maybe.
I don't think. Fuck.
Maybe. Yeah, this guy on the left. Oh, it is actually. You know him?
No.
Like he got so famous just by making content. It's always the same, you know, but it's so repeatable, so scalable.
Yeah. As a magnet.
I don't know what that is.
That's funny.
But if you look at the videos he does, it's always someone showing something in such a complicated way.
You know if any of these are?
But this is not. This is another Khabib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I put this.
But he's a really good fighter.
Yeah.
Lame. Khabib Lame. Khabib Lame.
Oh, Lame? Is it this guy? Wait, no, this is still.
No, like they just showed his whole name. You know, it's actually with the H.
Okay, it's with the H and it's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah, exactly. That guy. Like he's very famous.
He's Italian and Senegalese. How do you say that? Senegalese.
Senegalese. Yeah.
This is funny. Like this.
I don't know if he still does the same. Does he still do the same? Let's see.
No idea. It's different, I think.
Okay.
But I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
there's
guess he
bunch-
kind of
yeah.
changed his whole content, but
Yeah.
you know what he always used to do, for example? There's people who just did these weird things of how to open a bottle, and they did it in such a complicated way.
It's like,
And he first shows this, and then he does his thing where he does it so effortlessly, like so easy.
oh,
And
that's funny.
yeah, and he does what everyone's thinking, like, why don't you just do it like this, you know? And then he's like,
That's so funny.
exactly, and this is just repeatable, scalable, and he just got so many views, but just by doing
Yeah.
this, you know?
Okay, that's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, bro.
So if you think about something like that, which works, like, you can just create a lot more content.
Yeah. We'll start putting some stuff together, and I'll reach out to you for feedback. But
Yeah?
I'll
Okay,
show it
I
to you,
mean,
bro.
yeah, like, why
Yeah.
not? I'm down. I'm down for anything, man.
Cool.
Just
That's
I
great.
love creating stuff, as I said.
Yeah.
And I loved making my first film. Like, that was such a unique
so excited to see
experience. Yeah, it is.
Because like this YouTube channel I have right now for the podcast,
Yeah.
you know, I started the podcast like 3 years ago, but it's funny because like this channel I created in 2016.
Nice.
So this is a long time ago.
2016.
Because I think it'll say like since like joined October 16th, 2016.
Yeah.
Because like I was 10 years old at the time, and I have so many private videos on this channel of me just like as a kid putting so many films together. I had hundreds and hundreds of video
Yeah.
of just films, like me and my friends like building storylines, comedy plots, and I would like film and like edit it on iMovie or some shit,
Yeah.
post it. And like I looked at it the other day and I watched through it and I'm like, wait, it's actually like really impressive like what I was able to do as a kid. Because like I thought I looked at the storyline, it was so well made.
Yeah.
I'm like lazy myself a little bit too much. I wasn't like that crazy, but like
Yeah,
you know, I was like really impressed with myself as a young guy, like putting a storyline together, like looking at all these different film angles and these editing techniques and
Yeah.
this music, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
like I kind of forgot all the shit I did as a kid, and
Yeah.
I kind of stopped doing that like after middle school ended. But then in high school, like I took this class my sophomore year,
Mhm.
and it was like a film class, a mobile video film class.
Oh, nice.
And we would just make films on our phones, and like I loved it so much. I was like the try hard kid in the class that would
Yeah?
just like, it's an easy class, but I just went overboard.
Yeah.
So like I built a film where basically like my friends are, I just bought a new pair of shoes, like these Yeezy Belugas,
Mhm.
and I'm like tossing them, my friends are tossing them around,
Yeah.
and someone jumps in, steals them, and runs away. And the whole film is like me chasing him, but it's like really comedic. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like we go into ice cream shops. And like,
Okay.
he like I almost get him, he dodges me, and it's like so stupid, like, kind of like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
me chasing this guy around my high school campus,
That's cool,
trying to
that's
get my
cool.
shoes back, and that's like when I really found the love for it again. And
Yeah.
I didn't really do much with it after that. I made a few more films, like I made a film of like this cartel drug deal thing, and
Yeah.
made a few more films, but then I stopped. But then I guess the podcast kind of became my new, like this is a little different because it's like solid video, but
Yeah.
I think like when I look at something like this, I still feel that same level of fulfillment of like,
Yeah, man.
like this is
I mean,
pretty crazy, like what I built, you know.
It is.
But
It is. It's so.
I understand where you're coming from. Like there's so much that goes into making a film.
Exactly.
In terms of like how can I capture this into like this box in different, how can I look at it in different
Yeah,
ways, like
exactly.
how can I like incite this kind of emotion in the viewer,
Yeah.
and put music together and
Yeah.
put like get the actors together. It's like there's so many moving pieces,
Yeah.
and just seeing it come to life and birth,
And
like it's so fulfilling.
And you can always learn so much more. That's the thing. I mean, for me, my first process of making this was very intuitive, you know. Like, I think of course I watched a lot of movies, but I didn't really look at how you have to start off with making a film. Or like, in terms of the framing, I guess, it was all a very intuitive way of thinking, okay, how do I want this to be, you know, like how do I want this to be set up, or how do I want the story to go, and how do I want it to end. I think that just came very intuitively, very unconsciously, but like now, I'm actually studying more of how you should do it, you know, and I start to see some things which I also learn now that I will probably do for my next film, you know, because I just noticed that you can just learn so much for everything, like editing, for creating the story, you know, it's so crazy, but yeah, this was a very intuitive project, but I'm really proud to name it my first film.
Would you ever do like a longer form film? Or that's
Oh
just too
yeah,
much?
I have to.
It's so much work, man.
I mean, when I look at one of my favorite directors, Christopher Nolan,
Mhm.
like he made a feature film, and he financed it himself, you know.
Wow.
And I believe that, you know, a lot of filmmakers now, they make a lot of short films, which is good because this shows your talent. But I think that you need to at one time make a longer film so people can see what you can do, you know. Like,
a whole different skill set, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's one of my favorite directors, but also Quentin Tarantino. If I look back to his story, it's so inspiring because until he was 25, he was basically just working in a video store, you know, and he got to watch movies all day, so that was like his thing because he loved watching movies, you know. I think he watched probably like millions of movies, I guess. But like until he was 25, he basically had nothing accomplished in life. He was just glad to live in California, you know. But yeah, like I think he was actually even taking acting classes, and he was working on this film which I think apparently never really got out. It was just like his film school, you know. But just his sort of, I would say, talent and his knowledge of film got him into writing a script, which actually was really great. Like, it was one of his first scripts, and he was able to finance it, you know. But like, I remember back to the story where he said, like, at 25 he was sitting down at night and writing down all the things he fucked up in life, and he had to think about how he can change that, you know. But until he was 25, he was just living his life.
What was he doing?
I don't know. He was working in a fucking film store, I guess, you know.
Okay. Wow.
So
it's a cool story.
Yeah, it is, because it's still quite motivating if you think now that he's like one of the greatest directors, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's very, very inspiring. You also have some directors who went to film school, like I think Martin Scorsese, for example. But like, especially my favorite directors, they didn't go to film school. I didn't go to film school. And that's just sort of an inspiration for me, you know.
That's great, dude.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, man. This is gonna be a
Thank you,
fun
man.
journey.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long journey. You know, it's not gonna be a sprint.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Take
be
your
a
time with it,
marathon.
man. Make something beautiful. You know?
Yeah. Actually, I'd love to show a teaser here.
Yeah, you want to do that?
I
Here,
mean,
you have a phone, right? How about you airdrop it to my computer?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, I want to show it to you because, so you can see what I did. Because I'll probably post this before I send out the.
Okay, great. I'd love to see it. Yeah, you should see like Shaurya's MacBook Pro. Like,
what?
You see like Shaurya's MacBook Pro and airdrop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know True Detective?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I've not watched it, but I know about it.
No, because there's like this music I used from it.
Okay.
Because I really liked it.
That's something I want to ask you about too, like sampling. Like, that's something I love in art, like sampling in music, sampling in movies. Of like
I sent it to my MacBook.
Oh. It's okay.
Sampling, yeah.
Because it's obviously huge in like hip hop music and stuff. But you know, in my film, I sampled a lot of like audios I knew. Because like the main like theme of that, like the shoe film was like the main theme song was like pulled from the Spider-Man video game from like a long time ago. Yeah. And then I pulled like a song by Kendrick Lamar and like the beginning of the intro of one of the songs for a different scene. And then I pulled like my friend. Like, he, in middle school, had a violin performance that I found online, and I pulled that, and I put these 3 types of audios together to make the film.
Yeah. Like, the only problem is licensing, you know? Like, like, I couldn't...
Can't post
I had to take, like, royalty-free music for this.
Oh, yeah. It's the worst. What can you do? Alright, let's see. Oh, some nice-ass footage. This Thursday?
Yeah, maybe. Like, that's what I was thinking, you know.
What do you use? These Premiere Pro?
Sorry? I used DaVinci Resolve. But
I don't know about that one.
I want to use more Adobe Premiere Pro.
I love Adobe, yeah.
In marketing, it's more common to use it.
Especially in America, I think. I don't know about, is it used in Germany as well? Or?
Yeah, it is. It is. Like, I think it's maybe more convenient. But I just have DaVinci Resolve because, you know, the Blackmagic camera? No. It's like a really good film camera, and it.
Where do you own those cameras, or do you rent them?
Yeah,
wow, dude, that's so expensive, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother because he actually financed most of it.
He's in the film as well, or?
He is.
Okay.
He is. He's actually playing the guy with the black costume. Oh. Yeah. That's funny to make. You know, I have to say the hardest part about directing. Like, making a film in general was directing the actors, you know? Like, getting them... Like, maybe it's also because they weren't really... Especially, like, except for the girl, she was actually a real actress, but like the others, they weren't really like real actors. But getting them to do something which you want, exactly how you want it, that's not that easy. Not that easy, but yeah.
No, I agree. It's
a
like
lot about
it's in general, even like in life, like getting people to do the way, especially in film, it's important because you need to like tell the story.
Yeah.
So it's like less slip up is allowed, but
exactly.
it's kind of hard.
It's a lot about communication. Like you need to be a good leader as well. You need like certain authenticity. Yeah, authority. I mean.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, both. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Martini? It's
Martini?
like this AI film tool that just came out.
I haven't actually.
Martini startup, I think.
And AI is also an interesting topic.
The
right
film
now.
set for AI videos. I thought this was incredible. So it's like
shit.
it helps you, like you can upload like one of your footages and it can help you like relook at that same scene in different angles using AI.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's actually cool.
I want to show
They said
this.
you can actually do it. Seriously? I thought it was just talk. Now it's real.
Step into set. You can, like this is all like AI. Cause like the footage they uploaded themselves, but they can see the set from different angles.
But no one's saying how. Only people who know are keeping it quiet.
It's going faster.
I think this is especially good for beginners, I guess,
Yeah.
because if you don't really know what you're doing, then this can be a good help.
Yeah. It's like cool to get like the kind of angle
Yeah.
you want. I thought that was really unique,
That's true.
Yeah.
But AI is a very controversial topic.
Are you scared of it?
Personally, I'm not.
Cause I think you're in a safe industry.
I'm in a safe industry.
Like, I don't know. Actually,
Yeah,
tell me, what do you think?
In terms of like, I think especially the studio heads who are in charge of this, I think they see AI more as a tool for efficiency rather than changing the creativity, like human creativity. Like, I don't think there will be scripts done totally with AI.
It'd be too generic.
Sorry?
I think
exactly.
like
that's
AI's
the
gotten
thing.
really good, but still, I think for film,
Yeah.
like every film is so unique.
Exactly.
I don't think
Like,
it's,
I heard one very interesting opinion about this from a guy called Rick Rubin.
Oh, I know Rick Rubin.
You know Rick
He's
Rubin?
really cool.
Yeah. You heard what he said about AI?
Tell me.
He basically said that, like in his opinion, but also in the opinion of others, AI has no point of view, because if you have an AI system, like an AI which, like, if you have, for example, 5 different AIs that all use the same system, and you give them one script, each of these systems will create a very similar movie, But if you give the same script to 5 different directors, then you will get a completely different movie.
I love that. Yeah.
Because AI doesn't really have a point of view, but director has a point of view. Like he will bring his own point of view and his own story into this.
Yeah.
And I think this is kind of true because, I mean, I don't really think that AI is now at least able to do that, but. I think you can probably train. Like I think AI will get better,
but not. I think that is limitations.
But exactly,
it's a predictive model at the end of the day.
Yeah, like it uses past data. That's the thing. Like it doesn't really think. It doesn't have a consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's AI is so powerful in some niche areas, like mainly efficiency, automation, productivity, but creativity. It's like I'm sure it can get better, but it's nowhere close to the human brain.
I'm actually just more scared about how the audience feels about it because
I don't think they like it.
Yeah, that's also one thing, but I guess like if you look at social media, there's a lot of AI content already out there, and I think that people don't really care. Like they are sometimes like, this looks so like AI, or like if it looks cheap, but they're still watching it, because some videos are interesting. Like they make certain videos with AI, they are interesting. For me, for me, it's like not art, It's just like it's automated content, basically, as you said.
I feel like social media content is like 80% brain rot or just like scrolling, but I think that most people appreciate movies not only for like the movie itself, but the art behind it and like the building process of it. At least when I watch a movie, I think to like all the people that were involved in creating this, and that's where I really appreciate movies because movies are like works of art, It's
exactly,
like,
it is.
Like if a painting made by AI, you feel no emotion when you look at it. Versus if you know that there's like a story behind this and someone made this in like the 70s, it's like I think movies I think people will be kind of not totally like against it fully. Like there will be, I think, in the next 10 years, a lot of AI
Yeah.
integrated stuff in filmmaking.
Yeah.
But I think there'll still be a lot of human touch,
Yeah.
you know, in terms of authenticity and uniqueness, and
Yeah.
people always appreciate that part of it. So
Probably, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people who are not passionate about movies. They just, if there's a movie coming out, like, it's mostly these very high-selling movies, like Fast and Furious or something, where they say, okay, let's go to the cinema. I feel like those people, they probably wouldn't care that much. Like, I have a friend who I asked about it, and he said, yeah, like, if the movie is good, made with AI though, then I wouldn't mind, you know. For me personally, I think I would just not watch it because
it's kind of scary.
as a sign of rebellion, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where I stand on that yet, because I guess initially
Yeah.
my more like my brain's like I'm against it in terms of like I wouldn't enjoy the process of watching it, but
Yeah.
like I'm sure things change with time.
You know that's the thing with AI. I have like an opinion that I feel like it's good in some ways, especially in healthcare. Like it can do so much, you know. Like even with your business, like I feel like it can be such a great tool, you know. Like it can be, you can do things so much faster, and it can be a really good help. But also in some way, I think that for some things it shouldn't have been invented, you know. Like especially that I think that it makes people lazy in some way.
It does. I've like felt that a lot over the last few
Yeah.
years, and I've like thought about this a lot because
You stop thinking. Like you just give your own thinking to AI, you know. You tell them like do this, do that. It's like it's like you're getting lazy in some way. You're getting passive.
I'm like relatively a huge proponent of AI in terms of like I think it's has so much impact on the world, but like I think those are really serious issues because like I've gone
Yeah.
through that period, and I think like it took me a few years, but I've really developed a very healthy relationship with it where it's
Yeah.
like I reserve it for some tasks, but I also try to use my human brain thinking in other tasks.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes it's like I know if I take my time to think this through, it will slow me down
Yeah.
because I could easily do this task with AI.
Exactly.
But I've
so much
realized
faster,
that like
yeah.
if I even take if it's a little bit slow in the beginning, I end up being faster in the long run. Like
Exactly.
I feel like there's a education phase where it's like I try when I really want to learn something,
Yeah.
I try to not use any AI or as little as possible. But when I'm building something, I try to use as much AI as possible
Yeah.
because it's like because I've already built like the internal skill set and the internal like bias of like how I see it, and then like I can kind of see where AI fits. I think this applies to like, computer science a lot, right?
Yeah.
Because like I coded for so long without AI, and now it's like I have both skill sets and I know where it fits in best and where it doesn't. But when I'm learning like new skills, like there's like so much I haven't learned yet. Like I want to learn computer vision, I want to learn machine learning, and when I take courses in those areas, I'm gonna force myself to just try to not use AI, even though it's tempting.
Yeah.
But then when I go into the build phase of like my first project, I try to integrate both, and
Yeah.
I think there's a healthy way of doing it. But I will say my
But that's a
freshman
good
year,
way of doing it. Like
my
if you know
freshman,
how
it's
to-
like really hard though, because freshman year I
Yeah.
didn't do that, and it's like so
I mean,
tempting to use it. You know?
Yeah, it's tempting. That's the thing. Like, you basically have this. So you can think like, okay, I can do this. I can spend like 2 hours and it'll probably be good. It won't be perfect though. And then you have this god tier technology, you know, which can just give you this out in like, I don't know, 2 seconds. But then also the thing with that is that, for example, if I try to write something, you know, like let's say a cover letter or something, like it sometimes just doesn't sound that good, you know. So sometimes you need to like
Edit it.
optimize it the way how you want it to be, you know. And this can also take time sometimes, but then you fall into this trap of not trying to do it yourself, and you're just trying to say, do it better, you know.
I hate that. I
And-
found that like for automation of like emails and stuff, like a trick that I've liked using is that
Yeah.
I'll take like 16 of my favorite emails I've wrote and like upload all of them. Or
Yeah.
like make like a script where it's like if I want like my email agent to do this, like it'll read like 16 of my emails I like the way I sound in them.
Yeah.
And I'll try to mimic like that, and then here's the
Yeah.
context for this one. I found that the output is like so much stronger.
Yeah,
So,
probably, yeah.
yeah.
That's actually a smart way of doing it. But yeah, I mean, I try to think more on my own right now. Like I try to limit my usage of AI, but at the same time, you know, sometimes you don't have a lot of time. And that's the thing. Like I feel like though, if AI wouldn't have been invented, we would probably use our time a lot differently. You know?
Yeah.
Like nowadays, I feel like we're maybe getting a bit too lazy, and like we're thinking we can do things faster, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like in terms of pure like joy, like I feel like building things was more fun without AI
Probably. Yeah.
because it does take longer, but problem solving is so satisfying.
Yeah.
And there's still problem solving to do, but the world was like happier in my eyes without it.
Probably.
The struggle of figuring things out. But I will say at the same time, the other side of me is like, the things I can do now at the speed and scale, it's like I can reach so many more people now at so much of a faster scale, and like build things that are a lot bigger and faster. That like, it's like I have a superpower, and like it's really powerful.
Like
I can
everyone
impact
has a
so many people.
superpower.
Yeah,
that's the thing, you know.
But
I mean,
feel
you
like
just you know how you need to know how to use it. That's the thing. But at the same time, like everyone still has it. So it's like everyone is going that fast, you know.
I think it's cool for humanity though. It's like there's so much more like the amount of startups blooming, the amount of impact that these startups are having on the world. I think it's been like incredible.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm really interested in where it goes actually.
Yeah.
Because for now, I still feel like I was actually very surprised. Like last time we used ChatGPT, I really feel like it has gotten a lot better than some months ago. You know, like I actually saw improvement, but at the same time, I feel like we're still going a bit slow. I actually thought we're going faster in the way how we already improved. You know, like when did ChatGPT come out?
2021.
2021, exactly. Like
was it 2021? 2023 maybe. It was one of the two.
Yeah. Or maybe
2023. Sorry.
Or maybe it does go fast, but it's just like not so accepted yet by society in some way. Like if I look at like not ChatGPT, but especially on the creative side. Did you see this video of Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise like fighting? And this is just completely AI generated. And it looks so real.
Wow, I've seen some really cool shit. Like
exactly, and this is just like completely done by AI, and people like it got viral, you know. But I still think that it's not very like you can just do that on your own. Like I think you need to pay for this.
It's scary. Yeah,
I think this is like still at the higher point of you know. So
who knows what happens in a few years, you know?
Yeah, like. But I feel like if now with ChatGPT, imagine you can just put a prompt, and you can just create a movie, and it looks like a real movie. You know?
That's kind of like where agentic tools are going, though.
Yeah.
Like obviously, one ChatGPT prompt is not going to do it, but like agentic tools are like really powerful in this kind of task. Like Claude Code, for example, like you can give it a prompt, and it'll go for an hour and build something for you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, I know. But like I feel like in the creative industry, I think people are not really liking it.
No, I can imagine because creativity is like it kind of dumbs everything down to this. Like I think creativity used to have like so many like extremes in different directions, and like AI is kind of like making that bubble smaller. And like there still tries to be creative, but it's like there's limits as to how creative it can be, and it kind of makes people like not think as much.
Exactly.
You know?
Like I think this is also probably a problem for smaller businesses in terms of, for example, like what's it called, graphic designers. You know. A lot of people in my city, they just start using AI for creating visuals. You know, they don't even need all these people who create these logos and stuff. You know, but I think in a bigger scale where you need a lot more professionality, like that's where you still need humans. You know, but because I think you can't fully rely on AI already there because. It doesn't always give you exactly what you want, like in this way, like visually, you know, unless sometimes you get lucky. But that's at least also my experience. Like whenever I try to create something like a visual, it never really got me what I wanted, you know.
Visuals are still a lot of improvement.
Yeah, but like in terms of text, for example, or like
text is very good.
I guess coding.
Code it's insanely good.
Yeah, like there's probably very advanced, and I guess that's also where it's probably used a lot more. Yeah.
I think it's probably used the most right now for coding.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, probably like text, but or agentic, like doing automation. But
well, how do you feel about AI in your industry? Like,
it's an open question. I don't think anybody knows the answer yet.
Yeah.
Because there's two things that are happening at the same time. Like there's a lot of jobs opening and a lot of jobs closing at the same time, and the question is like which one is going faster? Because realistically, a big tech company that has like 5,000 employees will no longer need that many employees.
Yeah.
They will need fewer employees.
Yeah.
They will still need employees, but they will need fewer. But at the same time, the number of startups that are blooming in like every industry in the world, like tech for filmmakers, tech for like every little like fashion designers, tech for like every little niche ICP. There's a startup for everything now. There's a startup for like every industry now. So in those areas, jobs are growing. The question is which one is going faster.
Yeah.
I don't know yet, but I'm trying to ride this wave of like startups because like I'm still open in my path. Like I'm exploring big tech as well, but my love is for startups because I think that I think with startups you can have a lot more impact because you can move faster.
Yeah.
And I like high growth companies. I don't like slow moving companies. And I want to like, my dream job is to like either work for a startup or work on my own startup and do as many of them as I can in my life.
Okay.
You know, like have a portfolio of like all the cool shit I've created and impact as many people as I can.
Yeah, that's good though. I mean,
So I don't know like what's gonna happen.
yeah, but I heard some interesting things about that because I heard that you know, over time the evolution of technology, it has changed a lot. You know, if you look back like 100 years ago and now, but the thing is, it has evolved slowly. You know, so in some way, like incrementally, like we were able to adapt in the same speed, and now people are saying that AI goes way faster than us. You know, that we might not even be able to adapt as fast to it in terms of like job roles, for example, because I think like when coding was introduced, you know, then that's where new job roles started to be implemented, like especially like also with social media and everything, like social media marketers, like this job didn't exist like some years ago, like some 100 years ago, you know, but like it just went in the same speed, so people were able to adapt. And I think I even heard like Sam Altman say this, that like he thinks that it can go a bit too fast, you know, and that we might not be able to adapt with the whole job market, because I actually saw that in the future there might be new roles which can come for AI, you know.
That's my hope. I
Yeah,
think it will
like because this has been the case for other technologies, you know, like coding or like internet, social media. There's always been, of course, a lot of jobs which gone away with it, but also new jobs that came with it, you know.
You know, it's like, I have faith in our jobs because I remember there was this quote I heard from Jensen Huang, who is the CEO of NVIDIA.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think when there's like this technology that was invented like 20 years ago that would like read, it would like be able to analyze, I'm forgetting this now, things like radioscope and like readings of like, it can read and detect patterns, right? So it can detect like cancer cells or whatever. And when that technology came out, people thought that the jobs of radiologists would like be extinct because like, okay, it can do their job for them. But the number of jobs of radiologists actually exploded off of that because like all of a sudden radiologists can do their job better and there's like a bigger need for them.
Okay.
And you know, they're able to use the technology to be more efficient and actually focus on doing the job that matters, which is diagnosing and understanding that data. So I guess one perspective I have is that if it makes us do the laborers tasks more efficiently, maybe it can help us it'll open new opportunities for like what I can actually do to help this grow. Like if I have like 10 people working on a project and all of a sudden and most of them are just coding, but all of a sudden like I can automate coding to like 1 or 2 people, I guess those 8 people can be reinvested to like help the business grow in other ways, right? And like doing skills that humans are best at and do something even better than they could have amongst the 10 of them than before. So I feel like there's always going to be areas for humans to kind of, and I think we don't really know what those paths will be yet, but I think there's always going to be some role for humans in every part of an industry. I don't know, the numbers will go up and down a lot, but I have faith. I don't think this is a scenario where like we're all on like universal basic income or something. And like, I don't know, it could happen, but I have faith in our world.
That's true.
So.
No, but I mean, I think like companies and also universities here at least, they're already adapting quite well. I have to say, I feel like they're going with the flow, you know. But I feel like especially smaller businesses, like I remember I was having an internship in a consulting company, and they had some trouble actually adapting to AI. Like
I wouldn't expect
for
that.
them it was so new. Like, but I guess it's also because they were quite old school in the way how they operated. Like they just went out like cold calling, or I don't know how they got their clients, I guess through networks, but they had this idea of just implementing a new business model, like online coaching, you know, and that's where they stepped into a whole new industry and started using AI for this, you know. And I remember like seeing them using it and having like no clue what to do with it, you know. Yeah, so that was interesting.
Yeah, that's
like,
cool.
I feel like some people still, they're not really going with the flow, but
yeah, I wonder what will happen to those companies because you know.
Yeah, I mean you either go with it or you fall back, I guess.
Yeah, like a lot of people tell me those companies will cease to exist, you know, and
probably in the future, like maybe for their lifetime they'll still be good, but I guess after this, like the next generation,
probably
not.
It's interesting, bro. It's so unpredictable, and I guess we're just kind of sitting and going along with the ride, and we'll see.
Actually, I'm also so interested in seeing where the next generation is going towards. Like in terms of so many things, but also especially social media. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember like, I don't know when I started using social media, but I guess I was 12 or 13 or something.
Same.
Like quite old, like later, you know. So I still had my childhood, and I think I remember like social media being a thing, which was just like posting some photos, but reels, TikToks.
Oh, that's horrible.
This didn't
That came out
exist at the
2020.
time. Like this started, when did this start?
2019,
COVID?
2020. Yeah.
Like COVID,
Yeah.
basically, right? And even then, it wasn't like, I remember like thinking TikTok wasn't like something I would download at the time, you know. I think I downloaded it probably 21 or 22, probably. But like if I see some of my younger cousins,
So
they're
sad.
already using it. You
It's
know?
sad, man. You need to use it with discipline.
Yeah.
I mean, I've thought about that a lot because like I don't want my kids to be on this all the time.
Yeah,
But
I feel like it changes the morality also, like
Yeah.
the character, you know.
it's not good for you.
Like if you see what they post sometimes, you know, it's like a fake world basically, you
Mhm.
know. And I feel like people start to become more fake.
Yeah.
Like they're not real. They're not really, because a lot of them are already living in this created environment, you know. Like from social media,
Definitely.
like everyone is kind of faking it a bit on social media, you know. Like no
Yeah.
one is really presenting them in a way which is like honest. Like a
Mhm.
lot of them, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something which you can start to see here also.
Definitely. I used to like be really against it, and I didn't have social media for a few years. I deleted it in high school,
Yeah.
but I guess my view now is like I use Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't use Reels, TikTok, Shorts,
Yeah.
you know, and I just use Instagram more to like connect with people. But I'm personally really against like scrolling apps. I think it's just a
Yeah.
huge waste of time.
Exactly. But we're also more mature with it.
Yeah, you gotta get it later in life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you
I think there's a
already
right way to
use-
use it. There's a good way to use it if you use
Yeah.
it properly.
like it's like a cigarette, you know. If you already smoke when you're like 8,
It's fucked.
then you're fucked, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess cigarettes. Some people still don't know how to handle this, or alcohol or something, you know. But yeah.
Definitely. I mean, like, I've thought about this from the perspective of parenting a lot because
Yeah.
obviously things will change by the time we're parents, but I think still be this idea of like technology. Do you want to give it to your kids? Do you want to not give it to your kids? And like,
Yeah.
I guess my perspective is changing this a lot because I come from two perspectives. Where number one, you need to fit in with the crowd,
Yeah.
and if you're like the strict parent, like it's not good for the kids
Yeah.
socially, and they'll probably rebel, right? And then
Yeah.
you won't get the outcome you want. You also don't want to be the parent that just doesn't care and just have the iPad kids. So
Yeah.
like, I guess my perspective is if I keep them busy and like they have things to do, and that's like the culture of our family, like everyone's always doing a bunch of things, like my kids are like playing sports, and they're in like clubs, and they're working on
Yeah,
projects
exactly.
and films or whatever.
Yeah.
And like that's like what everyone in our family does. Like that's how I live, and that's how I want my partner to live, and that's how I
Yeah.
want like my kids to live. Then I
yeah.
genuinely believe that they could still use the apps, but like they just won't have time, you know.
Yeah.
And even if they do, they'd probably be like better about
Exactly.
it. So that's kind of my hope.
That's very true. That's actually a good point, because I also had the same thought, and I mean, of course, you don't want to be a bad parent to your kids, you know. Like I already had this thought that if you're not gonna give your child anything like social media, a smartphone, and all their friends are gonna have it, you know, of course you'll have some conflict there probably, you know, but like I think I will probably be still more conservative in that way.
Mhm.
But yeah, like same as you, I guess I'll try to keep them more busy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've seen so many kids like who didn't have access to these things until much later. Like when I was in 7th, 8th grade, there's always that one kid who didn't have a phone, or the
Yeah.
one kid who like their parents didn't let them have social media, and I just feel like they haven't had as good of outcomes in life.
Yeah.
I've seen at least.
But also, what's I guess really important is just the environment of the kids, like their friends. You know?
Definitely. I
If you have, like, if your kid has friends who are just doom scrolling the whole time,
It's not
I
good.
mean, of course, then you know it's bad. Like but if you have friends who are like going out playing soccer or football,
Exactly.
whatever, you know,
You can
then
put them in the right
kid-
environment.
Exactly, you gotta
Yeah.
put them in the right environment, and I think that's so important. Like, that's also why I will still want to wait quite some time until I get kids, you know,
Yeah.
until I found the right environment, you know.
Yeah, and the right partner.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and
it's
the
a
right
tough one.
partner. Yeah, I mean, I already have friends who are already married. They already get their kids, and they're like 23,
Is it
20,
okay?
22.
It's like just post graduating.
Yeah,
I kind of, if I do find the right girl, like I do want to do that like early.
early. Okay.
By like 25, 26, I'd say.
Yeah,
Um,
but so when you got a job.
I'm hoping to like the next 3-4 years make as much money as I can.
Okay.
And I'm very
that's
behind.
good.
I'm making 0 right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we could do. But I believe in myself. It's like the next stage of my life. So I'm gonna work my ass off.
Yeah. You're in the right country for that.
I think so.
Yeah. Like I think people here share the same mindset, you know.
Yeah. I feel like that pressure of me wanting to have kids as soon as possible is like making me want to just like work my ass off right now.
Yeah.
Like not waste time. So.
Well, for me, it's just because I already know for me it's gonna be a marathon, you know.
Yeah.
So I just know that I need to run faster, you know.
But I think you'll do it.
I still
man.
want to get to the finish line, you know.
I mean, every industry is different, and everyone's
I know.
pace is different, and
I know.
we'll probably still both end up with amazing outcomes, you know.
Yeah.
With different perspectives. So.
Yeah, I told myself that I will just never give up, you know. Like with my goal, I'll always like continue this, you know, and try to just be my best.
Same here. Like even if I end up in a job I don't like, I'm always working on my startup, you know.
Exactly. Like if I look back to all the people who got successful, it's so easy to give up, you know. It's so easy to just stop and think, okay, I feel like it's not really working. I see all my other friends having these stable jobs, you know, and they're doing good in life, and you're here like working your ass off, you're getting nothing, you know. And this is the moment where you can stop, you know. You can either stop or you can continue. And I feel like this is the point. Like, I feel like almost every successful person reached a low point in life, you know, where they had to think if they go further or they stop. I think even Elon Musk, right?
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody, like, they were almost bankrupt. Like, even my uncle, you know, he was bankrupt maybe twice or like once, you know, but he still kept going, you know.
Yeah, even my parents, man.
Huh?
Even my parents.
Yeah, exactly. Like you will always reach like a low point in life, and sometimes even so low that this will just like make it so easy for you to just say fuck it, you know. But this is exactly this is like the biggest challenge. Like this is where you need to step on it, you know, and just continue.
And there's nothing wrong with a stable path either. Like it fits a lot of people's personality.
Exactly.
And it's great and it's normal and it's less stressful. But if you're the kind of person who just really loves something and you can't live without it, like you're not gonna be able to sleep at night unless you get
probably
that
thing,
not.
No. Yeah, I mean this just applies for everything. Like even I was hearing this speech from Michael B. Jordan who won the Oscar. And it wasn't even a crazy thing he said, but even he said like his mom used to drive him out to auditions every day, you know, and I can just imagine how like depressing and frustrating this must have been, like, because I have a friend who is an actor too right now, and he also does auditions, he gets rejected, you know, and it just goes on like this for a while, you know, so you just gotta keep doing it because it's a hard game, you know. Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, anyway, this is a great podcast, man. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we miss anything? Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, I don't know actually. Like, I think I'm good, but yeah, it was really a great talk. I feel like we talked about a lot of different things.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man.
Yeah, that's how it goes. You know?
Yeah, hopefully if you're ever back in the US, let me know. We can run this back. You know,
we should, man. We should. Hopefully we're in a different life stage right there. There, you know?
And you can look back at this. I think one thing that most of my guests appreciate is that this is going to be like a bookmark at this time of your life. Yeah. And you'll come back 3 years from now. Maybe even show your kids off like, this is my time in the US for the first time.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean,
what was going on in life?
This is actually so good. I didn't even expect it to be this good because I did some interviews with like applications and stuff. But this is like very different. You know?
It's like more like natural, you know.
Exactly.
More organic.
Yeah.
And I think those are the best interviews in my opinion. So.
Well, probably, yeah. I think they will probably outweigh interviews in the future. So.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Thank you, Samir. Let's get you signed the poster. We get you Sharpie.
Yeah.
You're number 152.
Where?
We get you Sharpie, but you'll be number 152. You can sign it.
152. All right.
On the road to episode 200.